the next exercise that we're going to be working on is scale construction, located just below our interval construction exercise. So scale construction is a little bit trickier. Remember what we talked about today and in previous weeks. The formula to build any major scale is whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Okay? Listen again. Whole step, half step, whole step, half step. Now let's make sure we have the settings correct first before we actually go through an example. So with the clefs, again, I want you to put the grand staff on there because we want both bass clef and treble clef. Let's take a look at the range again. Same as before, only one ledger line up and one ledger line down on the grand staff. We are only going to be working with major scales today, so do not have any of the other ones selected. These are all modes. We don't want to deal with those. These are minor modes. We also don't want to deal with those yet. Okay? For key signatures, let's stick with up to 2 sharps and 2 flats for right now. So you should have natural, 1 flat, 1 sharp, 2 flats, 2 sharps. And everything else should stay as it already is. You can leave it exactly as it says here. Question mode, accidentals, next question after audio, and challenge mode off. Okay. Let's take a look at these. So it says we need the key of D major. Well, it looks like it starts on a D, so we don't have to worry about actually building the notes where they should be. What we need to worry about is changing notes. And they're accidentals, meaning whether it is supposed to be sharp or flat. So what you need to do is determine if this note right here to this note right here follows the formula. Remember, whole, half, whole, half. So the first 2 notes should form a whole step. Remember, a whole step on the piano means there is a physical black or white piano key between these 2 notes. When you play a D and an E on the piano, does that form a whole step? Yes, it does. Okay. How about an E to an F? Because we need another whole step here. Is an E to an F a whole step? No, it is not. So we need to alter one of these notes. We need to alter the F. Because remember, we must have every single letter name in succession. D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. We can't change this note's first part. We can't change the letter that it is. We can only change if it is sharp or flat. So if we raise this to a sharp, all of a sudden, now E to F sharp is a whole step. The next step we need is a half step. F sharp to G. Well, it looks like F sharp to G is also a half step, so perfect, it fits. How about G to A? Is that a whole step? Yes, it is. A to B? Is that a whole step? Yes, it is. B to C? Is that a whole step? No, it is not. So we need to alter the C to a C sharp. Now we have our last whole step needed, and the final step is a half step. C sharp to D. Does that make a half step? Yes, it does. Let's submit the answer and see if it's correct. There you go. It'll play it for you. Exactly what you wrote down will be played. If it is incorrect, it will play the incorrect version and have you modify it one more time to see if you can get the answer right. I want you to also give me 20 attempts at this as well. We're only working with 5 key signatures, but I want you to get used to that formula. Whole, half, whole, half.